I'm Frank Kanshi. This is The Wave. As regional cooperation could catalyze acquisition, Taiwan's bank, CTBC, procure major shares of Thailand's bank, LH Bank, to expand its cross-border services. LH Bank also aims to increase customers by developing new digital platforms. However, Thailand's market is competitive with this tactical cooperation work. Joining me now is Mr. Shi Jingfu, the CEO and President of LH Bank. Great to have you on the show.
My pleasure as well.
Thanks. As you are the newly appointed CEO, walk us through the general picture of LH Bank. What's the vision here?
Vision, I think we are still a relatively small bank in this market. We aspire to grow and become a mid-sized bank in 5 years. We send asset over type of 500 billion, and we will be still servicing selectively retail and corporate customer together. And we wanted to offer to our target customers with competitive product and service to those offered by the big banks.
Right. I think, of course, your initiative is really important too in the next few years.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through the initiative you have, the new initiative? Of course, the digital platform I just introduced.
Yeah.
How about the digitalization too?
Okay, a couple of them. I think you probably should have known that we launched LHBU to retail customer. That is meant to replace our existing M-Choice. And we further upgraded to include more feature, including the automatic loan origination. So now our customer can apply loan digitally from this LHBU. And LHBU also provide a link to our investment platform, Profita. So we like to have an integrated auto platform for transaction, easy transaction convenience, and also to the investment products. In addition, corporate, we are in the process of rebuild our e-banking. We will term it now as an omnichannel strategy. So we will integrate seamlessly with a new e-banking, mobile banking, which we currently don't have, to our growing SME customers. Because we are small, not with many physical branch, but we still want to service our target customer very well. So we will continue to strengthen our automation process and automated channel to reach out to our customer, make it more easy to bank with us.
So as what you said, of course, the medium bank, you have to use the new strategy to do digitalization too. As what you said on the platform too. I think this is what the future customer is looking forward to using in the future, of course, for SME and of course for the individual too. I would like to understand, this is a very interesting point, as in, of course, the Taiwan's bank, CTBC, procure the major shares of LH Bank. This is a very remarkable move, right? Because, of course, it's the first one, I think, from Taiwan to Thailand. What's your strategy here? Why Thailand is so important for Taiwan?
To stress the importance of Thai market to CTBC, allow me a little bit more time to talk about the history and the strategy.
Please.
CTBC was founded in 1966, only started out as a security firm. And we formally became a full licensed commercial bank in 1992, taking advantage of Taiwan financial deregulation. At that time, our founding chairman, who is very visionary, he thought that in order to compete with the incumbent, we have to provide to the market something new and add value. So we thought the major thing is, first is to issue credit card to the retail customers. Second is to build the international network to service the corporate clients. That's why we now we have been the leader in credit card for decades in Taiwan. And we start to build out the international network from about 30 years ago. Today, we are having presence operation in more than 14 countries. Okay, so Thailand is part of it. And then we actually set up a rep office in Thailand 27 years ago with an ambition wanted to have a business entity as early as possible. Okay, but we did it without a quick success until 2017, that we had a chance to join LHFG, and that we all started. And so the international network, including Market Thailand, complement to our strategy to use the international network to service our customer, including Taiwanese, Chinese, Japanese, and now Thai. So when we at the local market, we service the local needs. But when it comes to the international, we will use our international network to differentiate from what the local incumbent can offer. So the Thai market is part of our strategy to service our customer in the region. But Thai market by itself also is a sizable market we are looking at. So Thai is a country, mid-sized population, and the GDP now is become more, relatively sizable. It's more than 500 billion, and it's well diversified in service and manufacturing industry, and has a very good balance import and export, close to US dollar 300 billion a year. And also has a big number of SMEs. And the FDI are increasing year over year, if not without the COVID-19. And it's now because of the alignment of global supply chain. Yes. It's diversified more into Southeast Asia. I believe Thailand will benefit a lot from here. So Thailand standalone is a lucrative market for banking. But it also complements to our international strategy of building the international work in order to create differentiate value proposition to our corporate client in the region.
There's very good historical background there, and actually the recent initiative and why the CTBC invest and procure the major shares from LH Bank too. Yeah. Actually, it's a very good point that you talk about FDI and the economy of Thailand. I would like to understand actually another question. I think ASEAN is really important too. And another interview you talk about deglobalization, as in actually, of course, all the supply chain is changing right now. Yeah. And ASEAN is really important too. Can you elaborate about the deglobalization as you talk about that?
Yeah, I think it's not really deglobalization. Yes. Now it's more about to diversify the supply chain in order to avoid the sudden disruption from any country or from any source of supply. So, and to diversify, of course, it's mainly to diversify the largest manufacturing hub in China, and to where there is similar advantages in Southeast Asia. And I think Thailand, among the Southeast Asia countries, has special advantage. It's open culture. And in the open culture is quite welcoming to foreign investment. And open culture also allow foreign labor have more liberty to add to the supply to the local labors. And also, I think Thailand government is keen to build good infrastructure. The high-speed road, high-speed rail, it's all ongoing. And you have quite natural good airports and harbors. Yes. This all natural advantage. And for a long time, Thailand is quite strong in auto home appliance industry. That also helped to strengthen the metal and processing. I think these are all quite natural advantage Thailand has to attract FDI into this country and build further competitiveness for the country.
Pretty good points there. Diversification and de-risking, decoupling is not just put the eggs in one basket. And right now, of course, Thailand is ahead and the FDI. So that's why FDI, they come here. And you talk about the open culture too. Yeah. I think another point is really important for corporates is ESG. People talk about it. Yeah. Environmental, social governance. What's the initiative from LH Bank?
I think ESG for now, first it is the regulatory required initiatives. And secondly, I think corporation as of today, looking at the climate change and uneven distribution of wealth that all pose great risk for all the individual and corporation in decades to come. So I think first, by comply with the regulatory initiative, where we observe the BOT policy, and we already set up the ESG policy to be sensitive to the ESG sensitive sector about lending, investing activities. And we set a committee to govern these initiatives. And I think for longer term, we definitely believe we ourselves and all our customers who believe in ESG will survive in the longer term. Otherwise, they will facing a lot of hidden, but will surge somewhere down the road the cost of running their business. They will be fined, they will be regulated, they will not get funding. So we believe longer term, those conscious of ESG will be the ones to survive. Right. So we'll make that also a business strategy to put more, lend more into customers that are ESG conscious.
So that's pretty important, of course. It's links to regulatory system and the governance too. I think next one, of course, you in Thailand, you have experienced Thailand's culture for a long time. You understand the Thailand's disturbance. I just want to understand right now, of course, the economy is still revitalizing in a way that government helps. And of course, right now, economy still need boosted from the government. What's your expectation of Thailand's economy in the future?
I think this time when we just talked, the cabinet has been approved by the king. So I think the political uncertainty is gradually clear. So, and I can see now this government is quite practical, and they put more emphasis, priority on developing the economy. So this year we already reopened the country, but it seems because of some external factors, the effect is not yet really as planned. So the government is thinking about more stimulus measure in order to encourage more to come. I think ultimately, keep trying, we will be successful, and reviving tourism will help a lot to this local economy. And also, I quite agree to the government proposed to raise the minimum wage. I think the raise of minimum wage not just about increase the local consumption, that can also fundamentally help alleviate the household debt problem. Because if that is not resolved, that will hurt the consumption in the future. So I think to raise the minimum wage, make more even distribution of wealth among the general public is also a good factor, contribute to the local economy for a long term.
Pretty good point there. Actually, you talked about minimum wage, the rise of minimum wage, because I talked with several presidents of Chamber of Commerce. Some they agree with this term, some they are worried about it because they don't want to see drastic change. They want that gradual change.
I think we all running business, we understand there is an immediate impact to the cost of running business. But they are also, in the same time, be giving quite a few options that they can bring down their cost of operation, such as automation, and such as more transparency of market competition. And this all will, if you run a competitive business, you should also think about quite a few other options in order to mitigate the cost hike to the labor. But this at least is more is fairer to labor for them to contribute.
Because of I think it's the increase of the living cost too. It linked together, as in what you said, the distribution of the budget there. People should have quality life more. Last question there, very quick. I just want to understand because I read article about LH Bank. The retail customer there right now is account for 60% of your revenue here because you have your new digital platforms. And in 4 years, by 2027, you want to get around 80 to 90%. I'm not sure is that right, and for the retail customer account for the revenue for LH Bank.
I think there could be some mistake in the statistics.
Yep.
Right now, in terms of the portfolio, actually corporate is still the majority. It's well over 70%. And we made conscious effort trying to grow the retail in order, hopefully, at the end, is a balanced mix between corporate and retail, 50-50. But right now, corporate banking is still the majority.
The main one.
The main one.
Sorry, the meaning that is 60% of retail customers use digital platform, and you want to raise the usage to 90%.
So sorry, I misunderstood your problem. Yes. Right now it's about 60% penetration, and we want to make it 90%. Because that is the evidence that we do it right. So customer once use it, get used to it. And customer use it, they give good words of mouth. So more will try to test, try, and get used to it. So the ultimate goal is 90%. That means we have a successful digital platform.
Yeah, because it's a very positive feedback, right? And of course, digitalization and new generation, of course, they will use more digital platforms for each bank. And of course, we are looking forward to use your platforms. Use your platforms, of course.
I think that's also good for ESG, right? People save traffic time, save paper, and do it easily and complete what they need.
It's a good solution for environmental impact too. Today, great to talk to you, Mr. Shi Jingfu, the newly appointed CEO and President of LH Bank. Thank you so much.
My pleasure as well. Thank you.